Hello everyone, welcome to my class. Myself Janisha from St. Joseph Composite PU College, Vijaypur. Today we'll start our revision session, that is from the Part B section chapter 3, Money and Banking. So this is our revision session from this chapter. This is first revision session. In this session we'll discuss about the 4 marks questions, 6 marks questions, and how to write the 4 marks and 6 marks questions, and also some important questions also we discuss in this session. So in this episode we'll discuss about the concept of money, high powered money, fiat money, as well as the barter system, and along with some of the concepts in detail regarding the barter system we'll discuss in this episode. In this, first we'll discuss about the barter system. So for 1 marks question, what do you mean by barter system? So then how to write the answer? So barter system is nothing but it is the exchange of goods for goods. That means nowadays we are using money for exchanging the goods and services, to buy the goods and services, right? During the period of before the existence of money, at that time the barter system was existed. That means their money's role, or money which is not existed, and also the commodities or the things which exchanged as a medium of exchange. So that a barter system is one of the old method of exchange. This system has been used for centuries, and also long before money was invented. Means before the invention of money, okay, this barter system was existed, and here people exchanged services and also the goods for other services and goods in return. That means, for example, if you are having vegetables, then you can exchange the vegetables with some other people, and you can get some other products from those people. So this is what the barter system. So for 1 marks question, how to write what is barter system? So it is exchange of goods for goods, only this much. The next we'll discuss about, after the barter system, I said already money was invented. So then what is money? Money means what? Or why this money was existed? Because barter system, it has its own drawbacks, so many drawbacks also there. So in order to overcome those drawbacks from the barter system, the money was invented. Okay, then what is money? How to define money? So money is anything which is generally accepted as a medium of exchange for goods and services and act as a measure of value. So medium of exchange as well as the measure of value, these are the two important primary functions of money also. So that we can write, so money is anything which is generally accepted, means commonly accepted everyone. Okay, how? That is as a medium of exchange for goods and services, and also act as a measure of value. So this is what money. Then one of the definition from F.A. Walker, he defined money is what money does. That means in the money, what are the things we can did, that is what money. So according to F.A. Walker, money is what money does. Next, high powered money. So these are the key terms of this chapter. Okay, then what is high powered money and what is fiat money? So high powered money refers to that money which is held by public, demand deposit of banks, and other deposits held by the RBI. So high powered money is that money which is held by the public. For example, in your hand, if it is some amount of money is there, then it is called as high powered money. That means the money which has legal tender, okay, or legally proven money, that is what high powered money. So those money which is held by the public, as well as demand deposits of bank, and also other deposits held by the RBI, that is called as high powered money. Okay, then what is fiat money? So money with no intrinsic value or unique value, that is called as fiat money. So which is no intrinsic value, that is called as a fiat money. So remember these two questions also for 1 marks. We just discussed about the key terms of this chapter, that is money, high powered money, fiat money, as well as the barter system. Now we'll move on 4 marks question, that is very important question. Briefly explain the functions of money and how does money overcome the shortcomings of barter system or the drawbacks of barter system. So this is for 4 marks question. Then now let me discuss about this question. First we'll discuss about explain the functions of money or what major functions of money. So functions of money can be broadly classified into primary function and secondary function. Okay, and also which consists contingent function and other function, but it is broadly classified into primary function and secondary function. So the primary functions are medium of exchange and the measure of value, and also the secondary functions are standard of deferred payment, store of value, and also the transfer of a value. Now let me discuss one by one, that is primary function as well as the secondary function. As you know that money is anything which is generally accepted and which performs the functions of medium of exchange as well as the measure of value, right? This is what money, as you know that already. Then how to say that the primary functions is medium of exchange and measure of value? So primary function is nothing but it is the basic function of money. So here under that one of the major primary function is what? Medium of exchange. The fundamental function of money is to serve as a medium of exchange. So this is one of the fundamental function also. It facilitates exchange of goods for money. See here money which facilitates the exchange of goods and services. And it has solved the problem of a barter system. And this what money which is solved the problem of a barter system, that is by circulating money as for the purpose of a transaction of goods and services. So that is what? Medium of a exchange. That means we can exchange the commodities, that is with the help of, with the medium of a money. Okay, and second one, measure of value. So here the money act as a common measure of value. The value of all the goods and services measures and expressed, that is in terms of money. For example, if the price of a pencil, if it is 5 rupees, that 5 rupees is what? The measure of value. Okay, the measure of value which is expressed in terms of a price, that price is measured with the help of a money. So that it facilitates, means money which facilitates the maintenance of accounts, and also it makes goods and services comparable in terms of a price. So that this two functions, that is medium of exchange as well as the measure of value, are also primary functions. Second one, secondary function. Secondary functions, as you know that broadly classified into 3 ways: standard of deferred payment, store of value, and also the transfer of value. So here we can say that standard of deferred payment. Why? Because all the credited transactions are expressed in terms of money. As we know that all the credit transactions that can be expressed with the help of money. So the payment can be delayed or postponed. So money can be used for delayed settlement of dues or financial commitments. So that money which is helps to financial commitment, as well as, that is if it is money delayed or the payment is delayed or whatever, so at that time money is act as a deferred payment. So that this is one of the secondary function. And second one, store of value. How to say that money performs a store of value? So money is used as a store of value here. People can save a part of their present income. Yes, people can save their present income and hold the same for future. So everyone can hold some amount of money for the saving purpose, and that money can be used for the future. Yes, so that money solves one of the deficiency of a barter system, that is difficult to carry forward once with under the barter system. So that with the help of money we can save, and we can use that money for the future purpose also. And the third one, transfer of value. Here money act as a transfer of value from one person to another one, and also properties or anything from any part of the country or the world. That means we can convert our properties that is with the form of money also, so that we can easily transfer the value from one hand to another hand, one place to another place, one property to another property or another way. So these are the secondary functions of money. Next, the classification of money is contingent function. In this again we classified into 4, that is distribution of national income, basis of a creditor, maximizes consumers and producer satisfaction, and as well as liquidity and uniformity. So money which performs the distribution of national income in easily. As you know that the factors of production, land, labor, capital and organization, and its rewards like rent, wages, interest as well as profit. So these can be distributed among the people, or the national income which is distributed, that is through the help of money. And second one, basis of a creditor. Money which act as a the provision of a credit, loans as well as the advances. So if any emergencies or if any future payment or financial commitment, so money performs as a role of a basis of a credit. And third one, maximizes consumers and producers satisfaction. So money which helps to increase the satisfaction level of producers as well as the consumers, because consumers purchasing power can be determined, that is through the help of money, and also producers, he is able to sell his products to the consumers, that is on the basis of money. So that as a result consumers and also the producers will get the equal level of satisfaction, that is through money. And last one, that is liquidity and uniformity. So here money provides liquidity to all kinds of assets, both the movable as well as the immovable. And money can be converted into any type of assets, and all assets can be converted into money. For example, if land, okay, so that is immovable property or the asset, land. But we can obtain money from the land, that is by converting the land or that asset into the money. So that money, it has its own nature, that is liquidity as well as the uniformity. So these are the contingent functions of money. And last one, other functions of money. Some of miscellaneous functions we can say that is helps in making decisions, generalized purchasing power and determination of solvency. That means generally I'll tell you here, money which also makes or which also helps to make the decisions, that is during the emergency situation, and also which helps to solve the problems, so that we can say that it is determination of solvency, along with money which holds the power of purchasing power of consumers, and also the ability to buy the goods and services that can be decided with the help of money. So in this way we can say that the role of money or the functions of money, it is broadly classified, that is primary, secondary, contingent as well as the other functions. Then now discuss how does money overcome the drawbacks of barter system. As you know that this question also there in that 4 marks, Then how does the money overcome the drawbacks of a barter system? First one, money helps the people, that is to sell the goods and in one place and buy in another place. That means purchasing power can be done, that is through the help of money. Second one, it has widened the scope of market transaction. So market transaction means buying and selling activities can be done, that is through the help of money, so that it has widened scope. And third one, money perform the function of lack of common measure of value. So that as you know that barter system, which has barter system which has not what the function of a measure of value, right? So that the money which helps to provide what the common measure of value and which determine the price of what the products also. And fourth one, value of all the goods and services measured with the money, means the price of a particular commodities or the value of particular goods and services can be determined with the help of money. And also money, it has its own function, that is to efficient store of value. So this store of value can helpful to the individual, because for the purpose of a future. And money has simplified the borrowing and lending operations and encourage capital formation. So that capital formation can be encouraged to the help of money, and also which helps to simplify the borrowing and the lending activities. And last one, transfer of value can possible in money. That means we can transfer the value easily, as well as we can convert the assets into one person to another person, or one place to another place, or the movable as well as the immovable assets. So that in this way we can say that money which helps to overcome the drawbacks of a barter system. So these are the 4 marks question. Okay students, in the next class we will further discuss some more concepts regarding the revision session. So until that, you just practice those questions. Question number 1, what is money? What is fiat money? What is high powered money? And also explain the functions of money, and how does the drawbacks of barter system it overcome by the money. So these questions you need to practice, and we'll see in the next episode. Thank you.